October 18th, 2025. The deep thought of the day, real basic here. Learning to accept failure because you already have failed. I think the context here, I guess, what kind of led me to think about this is more, I guess, thinking about how at this point in life I was fully expecting to have kids and a wife and all that stuff. And in that endeavor, I have failed. And in many other endeavors, I have failed. And I guess I haven't really thought of it in that context or in that way exactly prior to now. I mean, I've often thought about, how what a bummer it is to have not found that stuff yet. But the the I guess the context of saying that it's failure is I don't know, it's kind of a tough one to swallow in a sense, but also it is the reality of the situation. And not in really a harsh way. I think the failure, I would define it as failure because I just did not live up to that expectation I had on myself from a young age. So I failed in that expectation. That doesn't mean my expectation was correct or that it handily doles out some kind of punishment for having failed to meet that expectation. My thought today, more or less, is that I need to learn to accept, which I believe I do, that failure, which has happened, accept that I did not execute that plan perfectly. I guess part of my acceptance actually really is down to the fact that, and I think this is kind of overlooked in the world of dating and marriage, but sorry, I'm readjusting my phone here a little bit. The actually creating a real relationship, and let alone a good relationship, there is always an element of luck. You can be doing everything right. I'm not saying I have been or ever was doing everything right, but you, as a person, you could be doing everything right and still not land the correct person, not land any person, not create that connection with a person, a good person, or even a bad person, whatever. And that is all because people have free agency, and their decision to choose their partner is it's on them. It's their decision. There's obviously two wills at play here, two agencies. Your personal agency, and then there's the agency of that person who you wish to connect with, or you might connect with, who has potential to be connected with, to, whatever. And because they have agency to choose, there's luck involved. Sure, you can stack those cards highly in favor of generating what seems like a guaranteed outcome, but there is no guarantee. Really, there is none. And I guess that gets further expressed in the fact that even when people connect, they still need to actively make that choice to stay together. Otherwise, it becomes a divorce or breaking up in whatever form if they're not married. So luck is well, it's not the only part, but luck is a critical component to complete the connection between two people as a relationship, and a continued component to maintain that connection. How did I get off on that side tangent? I guess, so because of that, that helps me accept my failure in this way. Yeah, maybe it is a deeper topic than I led on at the beginning, at the front of this, but such as it is. What kind of call to action does that inspire? I think it just means, to me right now, as I sit here thinking about it, and I'm obviously very tired. It's way later than I was hoping to be awake here today. It just tells me I need to be okay with my failure in that regard, but also still press forward and make the attempt, as I do. And I do have optimism. I can someday find that person, and that I might be that good person for her. So I just keep pressing forward, accepting my failures of the past. So today was another basic day for the most part. I woke up, I got moving on my stuff. I did my walk in the afternoon. Tonight I had some work with the Dreamwalk folks, helping film their vibe night, their first vibe night. So I went and did that. And that was a nice way to spend the evening. And then afterward, I came back and, oh man, plugged away on my app. And I made good progress for a little while. And now I've been fighting a challenge that I probably shouldn't be fighting. But that's what I'm doing. And that is, that's everything. That's the whole day. Sorry, I'm running on fumes tonight. Hopefully some piece of what I said will be helpful. That's the goal. Thanks for swinging in. Until next time, take it easy.